Wake up, champions. Rise up. Today is the day. Begin to prepare yourself for what is already prepared for you, because we are what we do repeatedly. Therefore, excellence is not an act, but a habit. Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The ownership of your uniqueness. You're different. Welcome to Championship Mornings.
There's something so peaceful about knowing that anytime you wake up in the morning, that you've got your exact routine that you need. And for me, walking through that gym just gives me this sense of peace, this sense of calming, this connectivity that is really unexplainable. And getting outside, getting first light when UV rays are non-existent and you're just able to absorb the energy from the sunlight and just center yourself, it's an amazing way to get started. My breathwork series is something that I start with first thing when I'm outside. 2 breaths in through the nose, 1 breath out, and it just connects me, it centers me, it clears my mind for me to get into the Word and read the truth and just get connected to God in a unique way.
Now I hop in the water, and I do this every morning. Now this isn't a cold plunge like everybody else has. The water's around 65 degrees, 60 degrees, depends on, actually it's gonna be a little colder because it poured rain yesterday, so it'll be about 60 degrees today. Morning prayer. And I'll spend about 2 minutes in here, just something to, again, just wake me up. I think the big thing that we get confused with, especially with like a cold plunge, is that it needs to be 35 degrees. Just getting in here every morning is still something you have to overcome from a mindset standpoint without it having to be something that you dread and causes so much anxiety that it creates a deeper stressor on your body, which starts to impact heart rate variability. And everything I just went through is typical of what my morning will be, but whether I go in the water or not is indicative of my heart rate variability, whether I do a sprint work session or a gym session or go into the track or simply a mobility flexibility day will be dependent on heart rate variability. And so I really drive a lot of my routines off that, but I have a framework in which I'm working from. After I go in the water, the big thing that I do is, again, I get my supplements in for the day. So this guy is custom formulated for me. I actually use our company, I actually use Own It for everything. So I do all of our blood testing. I get my blood work done quarterly. Our doctoral team reformulates any type of supplementation that I need in this. So I'll take these guys, just like this, 6 of them. And if you didn't know, when you take pills, the best way is to put water in your mouth, look down, because they float to the top. Just like that, down the hatch.
Romans 12. Do not conform to the ways of this world, but rather renew your mind and realize the transformation. True transformation happens in not doing what the world tells you, but truly locking on to what you're called to do. There's like a feeling of when you're running that, especially when you're first starting, you feel like you're chasing the distance. You feel like you can't get ahead of it. It's constantly like almost teasing you, and it's hard, and it's almost like dragging you along. That's how it felt when we started, but today I felt like I was pulling the distance. Like the distance was chasing me a little bit, not on all of them, but some of them. You just felt strong and powerful, and that's that, like, just consistency. Now we just wait till the distance chases you the whole time, and you dictate the pace. You dictate how hard it is. You dictate how, like, strong you feel. You dictate how quickly you get to where you need to go. And now you, like, convert that to, like, any skill set in life. You dictate the pace. You dictate how fast you get there. You dictate how quickly you show up. You dictate how you overcome that mental hurdle. Like, that's when you flex it and you use it, it gets better. What gets measured gets managed. What gets measured in public gets exponentially better.